Hi guys, I'm Brooke if you're new to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 10 things that I did not know before I took the SAT. Let's get started. What is the SAT? The SAT is a big test that you take usually in your junior year, in the whole junior year, or you take it in the fall semester of your senior year. I just finished up junior year and I'm completely done with my SATs. That's what I recommend doing. It's freaking awesome because now I don't have the stress of it when I will be a senior. Anyways, so I took the SAT and I figured I would tell you guys a little bit about it and 10 tips and things that I didn't know about it before I took it. The SAT is a test that you take that everyone in the entire country and other countries and like US counties and other places are offered to take. So all of these students that are all in the same grade level, we all take it and we're all placed on a range, and the score goes from like a 0 to a 2400. I don't think you can actually get a 0, but something like that. And it will show you where you lay on the college spectrum, and it will show you where you stand compared to students from all over the country, not just in your own high school or your own town, but all over the world. If you are a sophomore in high school, in the fall you'll be offered to take the PSAT, which is a practice SAT. It's a little bit shorter than the SAT, and it will show you where you lay on like the SAT spectrum when you will take it the following year. I would definitely recommend taking that in sophomore year. I did that, and I also did it in junior year, and it is a very accurate gauge as to where you will score on the complete SAT. Oh, these are going to be the 10 things that I did not know about the SAT. Let's get started. First things first, I'm the realist. It's a very long test. You wake up at like 6:30 or 7 in the morning, which is kind of an early morning for me. I wake up at that time for school, but it's early because you're waking up on a Saturday usually to take this test. So you wake up at that time and then you go to your test location. The test starts at about 8 a.m. So it depends how far your test is from your house or whatever. But you won't be done with the test until 12 or 1 o'clock, depending on how late you finish. And I think that's a pretty long test. You do get breaks in between. You do like a few sections and you'll get a break, and then you do a few sections, get a break, and the sections get shorter and shorter. They're like 25, 20, or 10-minute sections. One section on the test is a essay, and it's a very easy essay. It's like a very general, it's not like compare and contrast two works of literature like what you're used to in your English class. It's more like a subjective, you can write about like personal experiences, etc. Number 2, I would recommend not bringing your cell phone. If you drive, leave it in your car. Even if you don't drive, leave it at home. Make a plan with your parents before as to what time they can pick you up, or schedule your ride to come. Make it very clear what parking lot you're gonna meet in. I did that for my test, and I really recommend not bringing your cell phone because if it goes off, your test is not only invalidated, but it can question a lot of stuff, and I would just recommend not having that happen. And if you bring it into the test room, I believe you can get in trouble, so just don't do that. Number 3, it is one of the most important tools to gauge your college acceptance. But number 4, it's not everything. Colleges also want to see that you are an active participant in like leadership clubs, part-time jobs, and that you also maintain a high GPA. So your SAT scores are not everything, but they are pretty important in college. Number 5, so all of the multiple choice questions on the test, they're all multiple choice besides the essay, which is in the very beginning. And the multiple choice are 5 options to answer, and there is a reading, a math, and a writing section. And 1 point for every correct answer, and minus a 1/4 of a point for every answer that you get wrong. So for every 4 you get wrong, you get 1 right. And skipping does not gain or lose points. It just takes away from the opportunity of getting that 1 point, which can lower your score if you keep skipping. So I would recommend, if you can eliminate your answer to like 2 or 3 choices, just guess. And if you are really confident in your answer, obviously circle the answer that you think it is. And if you really have no idea what the heck they're talking about, just skip it. Number 6, dress comfortable. Be relaxed. Make sure you're woken up though. I would not like sleep in your clothes that you wear there because you want to like wake up and refresh and everything. So like wash your face in the morning, obviously get a little bit woken up. I would definitely have something to eat, maybe get some coffee if you drink coffee or tea or whatever you do. And I wore like sweatpants or running shorts or like just a baggy t-shirt because who cares? And yeah, you might be like a little bit nervous, so I wouldn't wear makeup because it will be like smudging down your face and everything, so don't do that. So something that I really recommend, when I took my SAT for the first time, I had like a larger purse with me and I had all my stuff in it. Obviously I didn't have my cell phone, but I had like water and snacks and everything. You are allowed to have water and snacks, etc. So I had all that stuff on me when I went to take my SAT the first time. But then I noticed that a lot of people were walking around with clear plastic baggies with all their contents very clear and visible. And then I realized that that was a really nice strategy. Obviously, they're not going to go through your bag or like check and make sure that you have anything that you're not supposed to have, but it just makes it a lot easier if you don't have anything in your pockets. And in your clear plastic baggie, I would recommend bringing like a little Ziploc. This is like a little hefty. And in that bag, you're going to have your admission ticket. To sign up for that SAT, you Google search SAT College Board, and then you click the sign up, and it's gonna walk you through a huge, long sign up, and it's annoying and stuff, but I think you guys can do it. You're more than capable. So after you go through like that whole sign up process, then at the end of it, you upload a picture, and then you get to print your admission ticket, and that's pretty much like the ticket verifying that you are who you are when you go into the test. If you've ever seen the episode of Gossip Girl where there's like an identity crisis for the SAT, and they hire someone to like be a fake Serena Vanderwoodson, that's not actually ever going to happen because you have to prove that you are who you are through various different ways. To the SAT, in your clear plastic bag, this way like you can see all your contents. That's why I recommend doing it, and a lot of people will do it. I didn't know that people do that, but it's very popular. Your multiple number 2 pencils, your admission ticket, snacks, water, calculator. Those are all like the required things that you should have. For snacks, I brought like chocolate covered pretzels and stuff that I actually like to eat because those will keep you like motivated during the test. I didn't bring like granola or anything that I don't really like. And I also personally brought a headband and some chapstick just to kind of tie my hair back if I wanted to. And chapstick, I'm kind of like obsessed with it. And to one of my tests, I brought hand cream, and that was pretty cool, I guess. Tip number 8, cramming does not work. So if you're like, hey, I'm just gonna study the night before this SAT, let's get this thing done. No. This is going to be one of the biggest tests of your entire life, so you're gonna have to figure out ahead of time if you're going to need group prep or individual prep. You're gonna have to figure that out. In your area, they probably offer group classes. I know in my town they offer Kaplan, which is like this big SAT prep thing, and in other states they offer other things, and they have like tutor centers by my house that offer group work or individual. I stuck with the individual. It's very, very expensive, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I did 6 to 8 weeks of 1 math tutor and 1 reading writing tutor, and that's all that I needed for the entire SAT. So I had like that period of time, and I was doing 1 SAT per week to practice. It was a lot of work for the time that I did it, but the practice really paid off. And I'm not recommending an individual tutor for everyone. You can, some people just get this big blue SAT book, which is like $20 at the bookstore, do it all, and are fine for the test. So just know yourself. If you need extra studying for normal tests, you're probably going to need some extra studying for the SAT. So tip number 10, thing that I didn't know, whatever. I finished all my SATs by May of junior year, and it was definitely by far one of the best things I could have ever done. I have friends who are still going to have to take the SAT in their fall of senior year, and that's when all the stress of like applying to college and making all those final decisions is, and I will have none of that stress on me because I got my score that I wanted this year. So if you can get all of your stuff done, if you are maybe going into junior year now, this is a personal reminder, warning to get everything done early. I really recommend that. I took my SAT 3 times, as I said. I think I said this. I took it in January, March, and May, and my score improved every time that I took it. It usually is the case for everyone, but after a certain point, your score will peak off. So that's why I didn't bother taking it in June, because I knew that my score had peaked off. So that's pretty much all my SAT tips. I would also recommend getting some practice books. This one is really awesome. It's Hot Words for the SAT, and it gives you all these words, and it gives you them in sentences, but like practical sentences. It's like, for turning in the lost wallet, Heather was giving an ample reward of $200. You know, like it's like practical sentences, and I really like it. So yeah, Hot Words for the SAT. I'd recommend making a flashcard for every word in this book. It takes a very long time, not gonna lie, but it's definitely worth it because this will boost your reading score. This was, I think, like $10 on Amazon, so Hot Words for the SAT. I recommend getting the official SAT study guide. This is like the older version of it, but it is really awesome. There's like 8 practice tests in this, and it goes through the entire test broken down, because I know I didn't really do that. I kind of just discussed the basics of the SAT. I could be here for literally hours talking about this stupid test. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry to kill your summer vibe with this SAT thing. And this also, it does not apply to the ACT. If you're taking the ACT, that's a completely different test. I did not even bother taking the ACT because I was happy with my SAT scores. I'm not going to discuss those, but you know. So the ACT is a different test. I'm not going to do a video on that because I personally have no knowledge of it. This is just my tips from taking the SAT. They're personal, and I got some of them from meeting with my tutor, so I don't know, I guess they're like personal tips. If you're new to my channel, once again, be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye guys. Mwah.